Hey there guys, how are you doing today? I'm just gonna jump right into it and tell you guys how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking about right now. And basically what it all comes down to is I am feeling lonely, and I really hate living alone. I'm just gonna say it. Like, I feel like most people my age are either living with their parents still, or they're living with a roommate, or they're living with their girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. And I've kind of isolated myself from everybody, and because of that, I'm lonely. I'm missing out on that human interaction, that connection with others, and I don't go out very often, which is another thing, is that I completely isolate myself by doing that. And it's taking an effect on me. It's really, I've been sad. I've just been, down. I cried the other night because I was wishing that I could just have more people to be around me and do stuff with. And to be honest with you, I've honestly just missed out on this. Just being able to talk to my camera, to upload a video for you guys. I took a long break recently, and I wish I didn't do that. I was enjoying the live stream consistency that I had, being able to talk to you guys, to get your messages. And I mean, even though this is through a camera, I really feel like there's a relationship between me and you and everyone who's watching these videos. And that connection has really changed my life. I mean, it's taken me a few years to really put out a number of videos and have you guys be able to find my channel and stuff like that. I feel like this whole channel is just a big project I'm working on to grow an audience, to have more people find me, to be able to share my opinions on all these things and share how I'm doing. And I'm glad that you guys actually have an interest in this kind of thing. I'm sure many of you guys have found me because you guys were lonely and you saw my videos on being lonely and stuff like that. So, I mean, I feel like if there's one thing that I feel like I can talk about, it's loneliness. Because I've always been that loner guy, and stuff like that. And I'm just really learning more about myself. I'm really understanding that I should be the kind of person who's with other people. There's something about just having that human connection, and like, when you're talking to someone, maybe you give them a compliment, or maybe you tell a joke and they laugh, or you see that they appreciate the thing that you told them, and it gives you this warm feeling like you did something good. Maybe that's because I'm insecure, maybe not everybody's like that, but I crave that. Like, I really crave that. It's probably why I'm making these videos, because just getting that feedback from you through the comments, having other people send me messages all the time saying, hey Kenny, thank you for making the videos, I can relate to what you're going through, or something similar. Just by that alone, I get this feeling of like I'm doing something that's meaningful. And maybe that's what it is, because when I isolate myself from everybody, when I don't have any friends, or barely anybody ever talks to me, I don't go out and hang out with people, what's happening is I get this feeling that nobody really cares about me. And that makes me depressed, to feel like there's no reason for me to even be here. There's no reason for me to be doing anything. Nobody cares about me. Nobody's going to come being concerned about me. And on the one hand, why should they? But on the other hand, like, I feel I always compare myself to everyone else, where, it seems like everybody's always going out and doing stuff, and I'm always the one who stays behind and who never gets invited, or I'm the one who, I mean, a lot of it is my fault, but I guess it's just, I just can't handle it. I feel like there's something wrong with me, and I mean, there could be something wrong with me. There's definitely ways that I can improve my life. There's definitely things I can do to make things better for myself, but, if there's one thing that I really want, it's just to feel loved by other people, and I want other people to know that I care about them. I want other people to know that I truly want to be a part of their life, and I truly want to have a relationship with them. Just like you guys. I mean, I want you guys to know. Let me just make it clear right now. Like, I really want to be a part of your guys' life. I really want to make a difference for you. I really want to share these things with you. I really want to respond to all of your comments and everything. Honestly, I care about you. I care about everybody in my life. But it doesn't always come across that way. Sometimes it appears that I'm selfish, or that I'm self-obsessed, because I isolate myself from everybody, and that people sometimes get the idea from me that I don't care about them. Like, I even have my own family members come up to me and say, we just kind of had this feeling like you were giving us the cold shoulder, or that you just didn't care about us or anything. When actually it's the opposite. I want to spend every single day with them. It's just, it's hard for me because I don't have the best social skills. I have a little bit of social anxiety. I don't know how to properly handle it. I don't know how to set it up. I'm not just good at the actual doing that kind of thing, but the idea that my intent is to push people away from me, that's never the intent. That's usually the result, and it completely just drives me crazy that I'm doing this to myself, or that it's like I feel like I'm really putting myself in a bad position because of the things that I do unintentionally, where it's like the next thing I know, whether I know it or not, I'm by myself, and I'm like, how the heck did I get here? Why the heck don't I have other people in my life? Why don't I have this great relationship going on with all these different people? Why don't I go out every weekend and have fun? Why do all these relationships that I have seem to be crumbling or not doing very well, falling apart? I mean, at the end of the day, it's just because I can't keep them going, because I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it's so upsetting that that's the way it is. So, I hate the fact that I live alone, because it removes me from everybody else. It isolates me, it separates me. It's, when I was living with my parents still, while I wanted to get out of there and move out on my own, just to show that I can be an adult, independent, I really was just happy to be around everybody. I was happy, to be with them. And, here's another benefit to this, is that a lot of times living alone, I can't keep myself accountable. In my last video, I talked about how I kind of let myself go. Things are starting to fall apart. I've been getting really emotional the past couple of weeks because I've just not been responsible in my life. Well, the other day, like last week, I got an opportunity to talk to my dad and hang out with him for a couple hours. And, he was asking me, he was like, hey, Kenny, how's it going? Did you find a job yet? How's your relationship going with your girlfriend? How's your YouTube thing going? And he would ask me about all this stuff. And by him just asking me how I was doing, like, I had to really think about, like, oh crap, like I'm not really on top of my game. I'm not really doing things good enough, and if there's one thing about me, it's that everything I do in my life, it's to make my dad proud. It's to make somebody else proud or whatever, a lot of times if you have somebody else in your life to keep you accountable or whatever, it's gonna motivate you to make yourself a better person for that other person. For example, like, there's a lot of guys out there who want to have a girlfriend, and because they want to be attracted to a girl or whatever, it's going to make you want to dress up nicer, act better, do the right thing to make somebody else like you. I mean, without that extra bit of motivation, you might not choose to improve yourself as much as you do. So having those other people in your life to kind of keep yourself accountable is something that I have found to be an extra benefit to being around other people a lot. And it's just like, I could go on and on and on and talk to you guys about how much I wish I was just spending more time with other people. But at the end of the day, the fact that I'm not, the fact that I'm so lonely, the fact that I live alone, the fact that I don't get to have that much fun, it really just, it makes me feel awful and pathetic, and it makes me hate my life so much more. So, I wish I could just avoid this feeling, but, at least I got the opportunity to talk to you guys about it. I'm so thankful that you're actually listening to this and that you actually are interested in hearing more about this. I don't really know how I'm supposed to change this. I don't know how I'm supposed to just not be so lonely anymore, but I think the one thing I could do is just maybe call up those people in my life that maybe I haven't talked to very often and see what they're doing. But, yeah, not to get too depressing, but I've tried that with some people in my life, some old friends, and, trying to set something up so we can hang out. I tried, but not everybody responds welcomingly. You know, everybody's busy and stuff, so it's like, man, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just become this guy who's so self-obsessed and become this guy who really doesn't care about anybody else because nobody else cares about me? I mean, I don't want to turn into that cold person, you know, or whatever you want to call it, where I do live alone. I don't care what everybody thinks about me, but at the same time, it's like, how am I supposed to create the life I want to have? How am I supposed to create and facilitate these relationships and this human connection, this human interaction that I really want? At the end of the day, all I can do is put myself out there and hope that people like me enough to want to talk to me, and put myself out there enough to let people know that, hey, I'm available to hang out, or hey, you know, I want to. I mean, maybe that's all I gotta do, just be telling people, like, hey guys, I've been feeling lonely, guys. Can I please just come? I mean, I hate to be that person who begs everybody, you know, but I need it. Like, it pains me so much to just be alone all the time. So, anyway, to end the video, I just want to say thank you to everybody here. I want to thank you for just watching these videos, for making me feel better. Yes, I absolutely feel better having you here. You know, it's just, we have a relationship. I have a relationship with you and everybody else watching these videos that is the most interesting thing that's really going on in my life right now. And I just had to say how thankful I am. And yeah, I really hope that this channel continues to grow and that better things come out of this, that maybe my life can change somehow because of this YouTube channel, and maybe it'll allow me to do other things, meet other people that are also YouTubers and stuff like that. So so I also just want to say to you that if you're lonely in your life, that I'm here, I care about you. I want you to know that you're not the only one who feels lonely all the time, and I wish you the best. Just hang in there like me, and things will get better, hopefully. So, alright, that's the end of the video. Please give it a thumbs up or whatever you want to do with it. Leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.